But first, a decision could come this evening as the city of Austin and the governor's office continue to negotiate. We've told you the city could lose millions in state grant funding. This is due to an APD policy change on how APD officers work with ICE. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jennifer Sanders.
And I'm Daniel Muddy, and KXAN's Grace Reeder is here to break down the latest. Grace, first, do we have any idea what's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, we do. We're hearing that both the state and the city feel like they are making progress and are almost at the finish line here. The city is most likely going to have to tweak APD's policy surrounding ICE administrative warrants to keep that state grant funding. Austin is trying to make sure it protects its police resources, and the state wants to ensure APD is fully cooperating with ICE. If the city and the state can't come to an agreement, the governor has threatened to pull $2.5 million in state public safety grants.
And Grace, what services could be impacted if this funding goes away?
The mayor has said that $2.5 million could be for things like supporting police officers dealing with trauma, helping sexual assault survivors, and better handling violent crimes against women. But it's worth noting that the $2.5 million may just be the tip of the iceberg. Sources tell me there is additional grant funding on the governor's desk or funding in the pipeline that may also be at risk. They estimate roughly $20 million could actually come into play here. So add in money to respond to terrorism, processing sexual assault kits, and addressing cybersecurity.
All right, so we've talked about these administrative warrants. These are warrants that are not signed by a traditional judge, but an ICE official instead. Now, this is happening because the police, they changed their general orders to address how they handle these administrative warrants, which only started showing up for local police in 2025. So, Grace, do you have any idea how frequently APD is working with ICE and how often they're actually coming across these administrative warrants?
Yes, actually, in 2024, Austin passed a resolution that requires significant reporting from its police department over how it interacts with ICE. Those reports come out quarterly, and the most current report is due to come out next week. But I have the report from last quarter, which is October 1st through December 31st of last year. During that time, there were 4 instances where APD and ICE interacted. In one, APD actually handcuffed someone, called ICE, and ICE did not have an available agent to respond, so that person was actually released on scene. In another instance, ICE agents were transporting someone through TSA and had issues, so APD was called to the airport to help de-escalate. But as far as these administrative warrants go, in cases where people are not facing other charges, Austin Mayor Kirk Watson says that's extremely rare that they come across those. Those are really the only instances that will be impacted by this heated debate between the state and the city.
The number of times we've had somebody where the administrative warrant has played out since January 2025 is a very small number, where the general orders would have played out. And these are, as a general rule, while you may be able to point to this person or that person or another person that had an administrative warrant and have also committed violent crimes, as a general rule, these are not folks that are marauding our streets in violation of the penal code.
Meanwhile, the governor has said this is a public safety issue for him, saying, quote, cities in Texas are expected to make the streets safer, not more deadly. Sources telling me that those discussions between the city and the state ongoing today, but could potentially wrap up as soon as this evening. We're on top of it. We're poised to break down any changes. We'll bring them to you here and at KXAN.com.
All right, Grace Reeder, thanks so much.
Thank you.